Construction on the baseball and softball fields at the Erickson All-Sports Facility is almost done for Parkersburg South Patriots spring season. Our Peyton Brooker was at the construction site for this story in Parkersburg.
The new baseball and softball fields at the Erickson All-Sports Facility are on the home stretch with construction almost finished. These two projects are as a result of the 2022 school bond that was approved by voters. Since its groundbreaking in October, the Assistant Superintendent of Operations, Caleb Lawrence, says the workers have been working hard to get it done.
They are working hard. We just had a progress meeting here Tuesday, and they made a lot of progress since Tuesday. The backstop poles are up. They're getting ready to get the infields to grade. The turf there behind us, they're getting ready to get that settled out so they can start laying the turf.
Lawrence says he expects both fields to be done by beginning of February. The president of the Erickson All-Sports Facility Development Corporation, Rick Bush, says he's thrilled with the progress.
Baseball and softball field, I mean, being out here today, I come out about once a week to see their progress, and it is amazing. I'm always amazed by the way construction projects come together, and to come out here now and see that the backstop poles are up, the bleachers are in place, and from my standpoint as head of the Erickson Group, we paid for the lights, and we got lights up in the air now, and that's exciting.
And with the baseball and softball fields being planned to be ready here in February here at the Erickson All-Sports Facility, both Rick and Caleb say that it should be exciting for Patriots fans to have a field ready for the spring season.
Someday, if we go back to our original drawings, they're 34 years old, and this is pretty much what it looked like. We've wanted this all along, and we've never given up on the possibility that we're going to get it.
We've been working hand in hand with the booster groups, the Erickson Foundation, the community on these projects, and you know, we as the school system are just as excited as a community to get these projects done. Our goal is to have them this spring out there playing on the field.
This is Peyton Brooker in Parkersburg, WTAP News. This is home.